Hi there, Catherine. Thank you for the opportunity to work with little Violet here for the last 2 weeks. She has been a very, very welcome guest. Honestly, one of my favorite breeds are Dobermans, and she was no exception. She is an incredible, incredible puppy. With her only being 5 months old, she is a little sponge, very eager to please. A very, very quick learner. So she's been a real pleasure to have. I feel like I got a really, really good jump start on her training, and this video is made for you to continue with her training and use as a good reference for you to fall back on. With a 5-month-old puppy, I really know what I'm trying to work on with general training. It's a lot of the puppy stuff, nipping, the potty training, loose leash walking, sit, down, stay, come, general obedience. The most important thing when they're at this age is the socialization with other dogs, other people, and new environments. So that's just really important. And what I found in Violet's case, that was ultra important, because when meeting a new person and going to a new place, she's skittish. And you have told me that. You have said that you see that in her, and I definitely saw it as well. So continuing her training will help build her confidence. Continued socialization is going to be key with other dogs. If you can get into a puppy class, I'd love to see you at our puppy class on Saturdays. If you could get into a puppy class with other puppies, that would be priceless for Violet. Really, really, really good. But taking her to new environments, and if she is skittish, just working with her and talking to her, hey Violet, you're okay, you'll be a good girl. That's what you can do for Violet in those situations. She's busy chewing on the leaves. So the training method that I implemented with Violet is clicker training. And what clicker is a sound that clearly says, yes, you're doing the right thing, you're going to receive a treat. The thing with animals is that they're very timely. They need to know the moment in time they're doing something right and the moment in time they're doing something wrong. So the clicker is very beneficial. It's a very clear, concise way of saying, yes, you're doing the right thing and you're about to receive a treat. The click is always followed with a treat, always. After she's understanding this behavior, then you don't have to use, after she's understanding the behavior you're training, you don't have to use the clicker anymore. I still use the clicker while walking her and working with coming when called, and just her general attention with me outside, because outside is very stimulating, but otherwise you can start fading the clicker for other things, but I would still recommend using the clicker outside. Very beneficial tool. So once again, click means treat. So tricks to my training, and if everybody followed through with these simple techniques, I wouldn't have a job anymore, and they're simple, is be consistent and follow through. If you're not consistent and you don't follow through, especially as she gets older and starts testing you more in general, if you don't follow through, she'll take you to the cleaners. So make sure you be consistent and follow through. Ask her to sit. Violet, sit. Good girl. Ask her to sit and down for things. Sitting helps with impulse control. She's looking to you for the next bit of direction. So sit and down for things. And also stay for her food before she comes out the door. It's working on impulse control. The more that you can work her mind and encourage her to do things, the more she'll offer to do things for you. And always have fun while training. It's important that you have fun, otherwise if you're frustrated, she'll get frustrated. So with Violet's nipping and chewing on me, if she does put her teeth on me a little too hard, I will just give a sharp, ouch, and then she normally pulls away. She has lost so many teeth when she was here through playing with the other dogs, and it's just that time. Normally all the dogs have their adult teeth around 7 months of age, so since she's 5 months, she's right in that prime age of losing her teeth. But the funny thing is that she really didn't want to chew on the bones or anything that I gave her. And you mentioned that she's not a big she's not a big chewer on toys. She's not, which was so strange, especially with her her desire to chew right now. But she does do that little comfort nipping or suckling. I just give a loud ouch, and then she normally stops and backs away, and then I let her know, good girl. But that can kind of be a consistent thing. So if she's chewing on you, just give her an ouch, and then let her know she's being a good girl. Ouch! Good girl. Good girl, Violet. But this age, they have to chew. They need things to chew. So even though she's not interested in her toys, still give her things to chew on, just so that they're there, because they have to chew. It's very important that they have an outlet. It's the age. So Violet's doing very well with her sit stays and her down stays. Sit. Good girl. Hand signal for stay is just an open palm in front of her. Good stay, Violet. Stay. What you're going to want to do is build upon the duration of her stay and the distractions of her stay. Again, a new environment. She's pretty distracted. She's a little skittish, so it's hard to work on this in a brand new environment. Good stay. But it'll be good that you can build upon this at your home and as she gains more confidence. Good stay, Violet. Stay. Good stay. Good stay. Violet also knows down and down stay. I'm still using a treat to get her down, but what I'm doing is I have a treat in both hands. I ask her down with one hand and reward her out of the opposite hand so that we can start fading the use of the food when asking her to down. Stay. Good stay. Can you see that? Good stay. Oh my goodness, she's like the cutest puppy in the world. Good. Stay. And she also knows her recall. We've been working recalls a lot. Violet, come, come. Good girl. Good, come. When she comes to you, you'll go ahead and give her a treat. Stay. So with working Violet's recalls, you can ask her to come when she's on a stay. I also play what's called the recall game. Good stay, Violet. The recall game, and that is she's in the house or she's in my yard. I call her. When she gets to me, I say the word come, and I reward her. Oh. Good come. Good come. I wasn't expecting her to come. You were listening for that word, weren't you? You were listening for that word. Good come. And I'll also put her on a long leash and give her freedom to cruise around, and then I periodically ask her to come if I'm at the park. And again, it's depending on the environment. If she's in a new environment, she's pretty skittish, so I might not use, oops, wait, Violet, leave it. I might not use the long leash. Another thing that I'll do on our walks or even in the backyard is I'll take a couple steps back. Violet, come. I'll reward. Violet, come. Reward. Violet, come. It's just so that she can hear the word come and succeed. The more times that she hears come and she gets a treat or she's rewarded with lots of love, attention, the more likely she's going to come to you when called. So I know you take her to the beach. Make sure you have really good treats with you when you go to the beach so that when she looks at you and pays attention to you, you can reward her. When you ask for her to come, you can reward her for coming to you. Make it worthwhile for her to come to you by giving her big rewards. So Violet is doing very well. Where is she on camera here? Violet's doing very well on her loose leash walking. I feel it's very important with loose leash walking to engage with your dog when you're walking her. Engage means talking to her, rewarding her for being a good girl. Use the clicker, click and reward her for looking at you and paying attention to you. If she's smelling something too long, I've taught her to leave it, which means leave something alone, and I click and reward her for leaving it alone. And doing turns, right and left hand turns while you're walking, periodically asking her to sit while she walks. But the more you can engage with her, the more she'll engage with you. Why should she engage with you if you're not engaging with her? That's what I think when walking dogs. So she's doing really well, and here the harness is very good for her. It really helps redirect her while walking. So the biggest thing I found with Violet's loose leash walking was just her confidence. Oops, sorry, sweetie. Just her confidence in the new environments, or just her confidence in general. She would get really spooked and then she'd just dart in different directions. But this new harness, Violet, sit. Good girl. This new harness that clips at the chest here is just really, really, really fantastic for helping redirect her if she gets a little spooked. But I have been saying heel, so when she's on my left hand side, I have been saying heel, and then if she starts pulling too much, I'll turn to the right and walk the other direction. Let's go, Violet. Okay, or I would cross in front of her. Good girl, Violet. Or I would turn in front of her to the left. But that helps keep her engaged with me and watching me, what I'm doing. Violet, good girl. Good girl. And then I do try clicking and rewarding her for looking at me and paying attention to me on the walk. So I say heel, and then good girl, Violet. You're being a good girl. When she's looking at me, I'll reward her for paying attention to me. Good girl. Good girl, Violet. Good girl. Yes, my good girl. Good heel. Good heel, Violet. Good. So the key to loose leash walking, sit, is engaging with her, talking to her, doing your right and left hand turns, rewarding her for looking at you. If she's smelling something too long, you can ask her to leave it, for her to leave objects alone, but engage with her on your walks. The more that you engage with her, the more she'll engage with you. Good stay. I'm very happy where Violet is with only 2 weeks of training. She's far ahead of a lot of other dogs her age. Please realize that there is going to come a time where she's going to start testing you and seeing what she can get away with. Sit. As long as you are consistent and you follow through. Violet, hey, sit. Good girl. You should be okay. The one thing that I am concerned about, though, is her skittishness. And how you're going to take care of that is by continuing to take her out to places and introduce her to new things. When she comes across a person she might be afraid of, go ahead and give that person a treat. Say, I'm training my dog, would you mind giving her a treat just for coming up to them? People get into helping other people train, and especially when they're when you're dealing with a puppy, they're all about it. And if you can get into our puppy class, that would be, excuse you, leave it, good, leave it. If you can get into our puppy class, that would be ideal. That'll help you so much, just so that she can be around other dogs. She's had a lot of socialization here. I've seen her come a long way, but when she first meets another dog, she can be pretty skittish. Violet, sit. Good girl. Thanks again for the opportunity, and I hope to see you for boarding. I not only offer boarding school, but I also offer just boarding, so please keep me in mind and know that I'm always here for you. I mean, look at this. How can I leave this puppy? So please keep us in mind for just boarding as well. Okay, Catherine, thank you very much. Okay, Violet, sit. Good girl. Okay, take care and happy training.